Okay, hi, it's Mike here again. Okay, so we did a recording this morning and it failed for some reason. I'm not sure exactly what. Something hiccuped halfway along, and I realised I only got 8 minutes of the recording, so I'm going to do it again without an audience this time. So we're not actually live this time, but I'm going to share my screen and we'll run through the mind map, and I'll give you a link to the mind map as well. So let me just share my screen with you. And good. And if I go to the mind map, this is what we're talking about today. So this is day one. This is challenge one of 10 weeks. So we've got 10 weeks of challenges with the intention of helping you to become a prompt engineering master. And so I'll run through this as if you are an absolute beginner today. So excuse me if you're not. It seems that most people now have had some experience with ChatGPT, but just to make sure that we're covering everything. Let me just make sure that I'm recording first. Recording, yes, okay, good. Okay, so there are, for those who don't know my mind maps, every single week I create new different unique mind maps. And I'll run through how to use these as we're going as well. So you can just zoom in and out, and this works perfectly on all your devices as well. Okay. So here's the first thing, is the goal. The goal is to effectively use your prompts with ChatGPT and others. Any artificial intelligence, AI, is all about the prompts and how clever we can be. So on the right hand side here you can see I've got a link directly there, and if you just click on that, it'll open ChatGPT directly for you. I've already got it opened here, so I won't click on it again just now. Okay. So first thing to consider is, how does it actually work? So, yeah, there we go. We do actually have an image as well. So if I click on the image, we should be able to see that further as well. So, for example, if you ask ChatGPT to write a case study on how companies can use ChatGPT to improve their reach in selling fishing rods, this is what ChatGPT would come back with, something similar to this. So it would say case study, and then it would say exactly what you've asked for. Then it's got an introduction, then it's got background, methodology, results, and conclusion. So pretty cool. It does all that for you. And this is what we're looking for. We're really looking to ChatGPT as if it's a magical genie, and instead of granting wishes, it's going to grant you perfectly written sentences, paragraphs, etc., etc. And it's doing this because it's taken responses for decades of content that's out there on the internet already. So it's very, very clever. It's not absolutely not perfect, and in fact, it's actually proving more than anything that it's down to us, our ingenuity, our creativity, and our human ability to look at something and go, that's not quite right. So this is where you're required to step in. Now on my mind maps, where we see the 3 lines, that will actually open a notepad on the right hand side. I'll click on that in a second, and this will open the various links that I've got in there for you as well. So you can actually go directly to the web page and open it. Okay. So if I click on the 3 lines, you'll see here's some prompts examples. So these are just examples. If you look at let's say the bottom one, for example, write a case study on how companies can use ChatGPT to improve their whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in whatever market. Okay, so you can basically just copy paste this, put it straight into ChatGPT, and get some results. So if I just do that now as an example, copy, put it into ChatGPT, paste it here, and I'll change this slightly. I'm curious about the architecture. Could you provide some more information how I could use it for, let's just say, let's take out the asterisks as well, let's say for Facebook marketing. Okay. Curious about the architecture of ChatGPT. Let's go back up. And can you provide me some more information on how I could use it for Facebook marketing? And this is the answer it comes back with. Certainly. ChatGPT is a state-of-the-art language model developed by OpenAI. Blah, 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 blah. Here are a few ways you could consider. So automated customer support, you could integrate it into the Messenger chatbot. content creation, so you can use it to brainstorm ideas, social media updates, even video scripts. Provide ChatGPT with a prompt or a topic and it can generate creative suggestions that you can refine further. Personalized recommendations. ChatGPT can analyze user data and preferences. Cool. Okay. Ad targeting and segmentation. So you can use ChatGPT to analyze user data, conversations, social media behavior, etc. We can do for split testing, A/B testing. And to give an example what that means. Yeah, so this is what A/B testing or split testing means. It means creating multiple variations. So you might just, for example, have one with a red headline and another one with a blue headline or gold headline. One might have 5 words in the headline, one might have 6 words in the headline, etc. So you can chop and change all these to see what's actually working for you. Okay, so this is just an example. You can ask ChatGPT all sorts of things and see what it comes back with. Very clever. And we're doing it in normal language, which is the whole point of all this is natural language. It's called NLP, natural language processing. Okay, there it's there. Natural language processing. There. Oh. Okay, so let's just close this for now, and yeah, we'll leave that one. So that's how ChatGPT works. Okay, and that's an example for you. So what is a prompt? So here's the thing. Prompt is actually jargon, and the prompt is the initial input or the query that the user provides to generate the desired response. So it's your starting point. Okay. Prompts can range from simple questions and phrases to more complex and detailed, depending on your intended goal at the end. Okay. Now here's my little analogy. We're all now experienced Google searchers. We know that we don't just type in one word, for example, golf, because we're going to get millions of irrelevant results. Okay, so we're typing in 5, 6, 7, 8 words, depending on what we're looking for, to be much more precise on the result we're trying to get back from Google. Okay, and similarly, the more thought we put into our prompt for AI, the more likely we are to get the results that we actually desire. Okay. So if I just type in the word golf, for example, into ChatGPT, let's see what comes up with golf. We know already it's just going to give us, you know, totally irrelevant things. Okay, let's see it's coming up with. Good. Okay, so here's what it said. I typed in one word. Are you interested in learning? Golf is a popular sport. Blah, blah, blah. And here's a few points. Equipment. Golfers use different clubs to hit the ball. Courses, it's played on a course consisting of 9 or 18 holes. Scoring, complete each hole in as few strokes as possible. Etiquette, golf is a set of rules and etiquette that players should follow, including repairing your divots and your ball marks and so on. Professional golf tours, and is there a challenging sport that requires skill, precision and strategy. Blah, blah, blah. So there you go. That's what you get when you type in one word. But if you are looking to find who manufactures left-handed golf clubs for women, then you might be going, okay, one word is not sufficient. I need to type in more words. And it's the same with your prompts. Okay, we need to be much, much more precise and clever about what we're typing in. Okay, so mastering the art of writing good prompts is essential for unlocking the potential. Okay, so I guess that kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? Okay, cool. Awareness. Okay, so there are limitations, and here's this number here, this 4,000 characters, is the number that I keep using. But I've seen numerous different numbers being bandied around. Different speakers have different numbers in their head. And the actual fact is no one actually knows the precise number because there's a number of factors in the algorithm. So just bear in mind, I always use 4,000 characters because it's kind of easy to understand then. But that includes the original prompt that you put in. So if you copy in a document and say, please analyze this or give me the key points of this document, etc., you might have used most of these 4,000 characters, and then the result that you're trying to achieve, there's not much space left for it, so you're just going to get a shortened version. and so we do say try to be as precise as possible in the prompt, but we have to bear in mind that we may have to break it down into more steps. Okay, so if, for example, you wanted, I don't know, I'm thinking off the top of my head here. Let's say you wanted to create the Hogwarts book, the Harry Potter book, then you might actually want to first of all give it a series of characters, people that are in the movie or the book, and then what each one, define the characteristics of each person. So one of them can, I don't know, one can fly, one's great with memory, one's great with hiding, etc., etc. One's great with remembering magic spells, and one is really charismatic that everybody loves. So you can give it all these, but rather than trying to do all in one prompt, you can actually break it down and say, Harry is this person, blah, 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 and then go straight that way, okay? And Ron has a different personality, and so on and so forth, okay? So that's the way to do that. Okay, yeah, I'm quite good. I didn't even know I knew Harry Potter off the top of my head. I know 2 names. Okay, so let's scroll over here. Before using the prompts, okay, I've given you some quick steps here, okay? So first of all, you can create an account at ChatGPT, and then what it's saying here is choose a prompt and then read the prompt so you understand what it's all about, okay, and test it, and then edit and revise. Simple as that. And then brainstorm to see what would be relevant to your project. Maybe consider different angles, perspectives that you can go further down, okay? So that's the first thing to consider. Now, this is another interesting aspect, that you can actually ask ChatGPT to act as a different persona for each challenge that you're giving it. So, for example, if you wanted search engine optimization to get on the first page of Google, you might want it to act as an SEO expert, okay, or a copywriting expert if you're going to do a sales page, and so on and so forth. A marketing expert if you're going to do social media marketing, and so on. Okay, so I'm giving you some examples here. So yeah, you can ask for a stand-up comedian or whatever. So I'm giving you some examples in here. Position, so you can become an interviewer and I'll be the candidate, and you can ask me some questions. Now this one is an interesting one because it's not a person, it's acting as an Excel spreadsheet, okay? And you only reply me the text-based 10 rows Excel spreadsheet with row numbers and cell numbers as columns. So I've not tried this, but it'd be really interesting to test this and see what comes back. Actually, let me just do that now whilst we're on, because I've never tried this. Copy this, put it into ChatGPT, paste it here, and see what comes up. It says, I will tell you what to write into the cells. So here we go. First, reply me with an empty sheet. So sure, here's an empty spreadsheet. The first column header is empty to reference the row number. There you go. So there's your spreadsheet, like Excel. Perfect. And then I'll tell you what to write into the cells, so that's down to you to what you're going to put in here. But this could be, I don't know, all your expenses for the week or for the year or whatever. So you can say shopping, fuel costs, insurances, running repairs, purchases, like product purchases, whatever, printing costs, and so on and so forth. And then each time you have a cost, you can put it into different cells, and you can get it to add them all up, and so on and so forth. So, wow, down to you what you want to do with that. Clever. So English pronunciation could be really useful as well, and also what's not in here, but you could imagine for translation as well. So that could be very useful depending on where you are, what you're trying to achieve as well. So, and another aspect in the prompt is telling ChatGPT, don't write an explanation, just give me the reply that I'm trying to achieve. Okay. Now, plagiarism, if you don't know what plagiarism is, it's basically stealing other people's wording, and this is really let's just copy this. Copy, put it into ChatGPT because, let's see, it says, I want you to act as a plagiarism checker. I'll write you sentences and you will only reply undetected in plagiarism checks. Okay. My first sentence is, for computers to behave like humans, speech recognition systems, blah, blah, blah. So let's just see what it comes up with. Okay. For computers to exhibit. Ah, right, okay. So it's basically reworded for you. Do not write explanations, just do it. Okay, so that for computers to behave like humans, for computers to exhibit human-like behavior. Okay, speech recognition systems must be able to. It is crucial for speech recognitions to process non-verbal information, have the capability to interpret non-verbal cues. So it's changed quite a lot, such as the emotional state of the speaker, including the speaker's emotional condition. So it's actually changed quite a lot in that one simple sentence, and that means that this is much more likely to pass as unique content rather than whatever this came up with. Another way I've often used, so where is it from here, from the inverted commas, the punctuation marks if you like, is to go to Wikipedia, for example, and copy this part from Wikipedia. So you could just go to, I don't know, space rockets or something on Wikipedia, copy the introduction, put it in here into a plagiarism checker, and it will come back and say, yep, this is 100% plagiarized, you've stolen someone else's wording. And we want to avoid stealing someone else's wording. So this is really quite clever that we can actually ask ChatGPT to change the wording for us. Okay. Act as an advertiser. Okay. Create a campaign to promote a product or service, and so on and so forth. Okay. So you're basically then going to say what I'm trying to achieve here for a new type of energy drink targeting young adults. Let's just do that just now and I'll show you how that works out. Copy that, put that over here, and then scroll down. And it's off. Okay, so let's see what it's come up with. So first of all, this is what we asked it for, a new campaign on energy drink for adults 18 to 30. So it's saying starting with target audience, and then it's actually given us some suggestions for slogans as well. Fuel your passion, power your performance, media channels, telling you where to advertise, and how and who to collaborate with, as well for marketing. Display targeted ads on relevant websites, etc. Event sponsorships, partner with local fitness events, sports competitions, content marketing. So actually, I could use this for my own business and just change the wording of what I'm trying to achieve here. I need help with an advertising campaign for, and see what it comes back with. Okay, and you can do exactly the same. Okay. Act as a storyteller, come up with entertaining stories that are engaging, imaginative, captivating. Now, this could be really useful. For example, just yesterday when I was presenting, I asked the audience, how do we attract interaction on our social media? And this was one of the responses. So we can tell stories that can captivate the audience and get them then to respond with, they're emotionally involved. Or it might remind them of some similar situation when they were in as well. Okay, so there's a simple one here on politics. This one's on politics, but it's a stand-up comedian, so you can ask for comedy, you can ask for a motivational coach, debates, a rapper. Now this could be really interesting if you, let's just say I need a rap song. Let's just do it in here. Let's see what ChatGPT can come up with. Verse 1, chorus. Verse 2, chorus. Amazing. Verse 3, chorus. Outro. So this is as a rapper. So what did we actually ask for? To wow the audience, your lyrics should have an intriguing meaning and message which people can relate to. When choosing your beat, make sure it's catchy yet relevant to your words. Make an explosion of sound every time. I need a rap song about finding strength within yourself. Okay, so in the depths of despair, feeling lost and confined, but I'm here to tell you that you can still shine. When the world tries to break you, hold you down, it's time to rise up, wear your strength like a crown. Find your strength within yourself, let it ignite, unleash the fire burning, let it take flight. No matter what life throws, you'll overcome, believe in your power, the battle's already won. They may doubt you, try to tear you apart, but inside you there's a fire, a work of art. Embrace your flaws, turn weaknesses into might. You're a force to be reckoned with, ready to take flight. Wow, cool. So it's done. A whole rhyme song for you, and it's unique with one simple prompt. Okay, so we've got motivational speakers, writing tutors, user interface, cybersecurity, act as a recruitment, life coaching, act as a magician. Let's just see what I can do with this. I've not tried this. I'm curious. So let's go over here and paste this in and see what it comes back with. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to witness an incredible feat of magic. Now I shall make this watch disappear right before your very eyes. Watch closely and be amazed. Misdirection. I will draw the audience's attention away from the watch momentarily. While they're focused on another object or gesture, I'll make the switch. Sleight of hand. Using dexterity and precise movements, I'll employ techniques to secretly remove the watch without anyone noticing. This can involve palming the watch or using a hidden pocket. Prop substitution. I might use a duplicate or gimmicked watch that can be easily concealed or vanish at the right moment. This could be a watch with a retractable band, a collapsible watch, or even a watch that can be disassembled. Psychological manipulation. I'll create a captivating narrative or diversion to engage the audience's attention. By employing storytelling and verbal misdirection, I'll keep their focus away from the actual trick. Showmanship. Adding flair and charisma to the performance enhances the overall experience. I'll use gestures, facial expressions, and theatrical presentation to build suspense and anticipation. And now, the flick of the wrist and a little bit of magic, behold, the watch has vanished into thin air. But fear not, for a true magician never reveals their secrets. Rest assured, your watch shall return to your possession in due time. Remember, the art of magic lies in the performance and the ability to create wonder and astonishment. Enjoy the illusion and embrace the mystery. Cool. There you go. I didn't know we could have a magic tricks while we're doing ChatGPT. That was new for me as well. That's cool. Okay, career. Okay, logistics. So this could be useful as well. Actually, if you're running a business and you want to actually determine what are we spending money on, how much is this event going to cost, etc., etc. This could be really, really useful. Okay. Web design, an accountant, financial analyst, investment manager, self-help book. So again, this is not a person, this is actually telling it to act as a book. So let's just check on that one. Copy, paste it in here. So what it's actually doing is creating the chapters. Thinking about it. Okay, so let's go back to the top. So what we asked for, act as a self-help book, provide me advice and tips on certain areas of my life such as relationships, career development, financial planning. If I'm struggling in my relationship with a significant other, you could suggest helpful communication techniques that can bring us closer together. My first request is I need help staying motivated during difficult times. Okay. So chapter 1, understanding motivation. 2, cultivating a positive mindset, setting meaningful goals, building resilience, finding your why, creating a supportive environment, celebrating milestones, embracing a motivated life, and remember, staying motivated during difficult times requires consistent effort, self-redirection, and a proactive mindset. Ta-da! And a book was written just like that. Amazing, huh? Cool. Okay. Fancy title generator. I like this idea as well, actually. So you can actually ask it to create fancy titles for you as well. Let's just check that one. Put that in here. Paste that. Down. Okay, thank you very much. The first keywords are, and it's just put them all into that. That's not really created very much, but okay. We'll have to use some more imagination on that one. I'm not going to do that today. Okay, prompt generator. Now this is interesting because that's what we're learning today. Okay, is how to generate decent prompts, and we can actually ask ChatGPT to help us with this. So in this particular case, it is giving us snippets of code, but that's because that's what we asked for. Actually, as a code review helper. Okay, but we can do this under any circumstances or anything at all. Okay, so don't write explanations, just write what we're trying to achieve here. Okay, so we can learn from all of these. Now, Midjourney, you may or may not know, but Midjourney is seen as probably the #1 AI image generator, and one of the real secrets about that is being definitive in the prompt that you put in the first place. So as it says here, the more detailed and imaginative your description, the more interesting the resulting image will be. So this one, for example, this has got words that you probably wouldn't have thought about doing. Here's the first prompt. A field of wildflowers stretches out as far as the eye can see, each one a different colour and shape. In the distance, a massive tree towers over the landscape, its branches reaching up to the sky like tentacles. So look, let's just take that, copy that, put it in here, and let's see what ChatGPT will think of this. Okay, not what I was expecting, and I would think we need to deep dive further into this actually, because it's given us too much. I think this is not using descriptive words as much as I would hope for. So I would probably just take, for example, futuristic cityscape, holographic advertisements, futuristic vehicles. That's kind of, I would just take out the keywords. In fact, let's just ask for that. Give me the keywords only for Midjourney. There we go, perfect. So it's picked out the keywords that I just mentioned there and a few more because I didn't read it all. Perfect. So that is what I would put in to Midjourney. This is what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to achieve a futuristic cityscape with skyscrapers and holographic advertisements with neon lights, with virtual reality experiences, etc., etc. Futuristic vehicles. I thought we just said that. Okay. So yeah, that is probably what I'd be putting in, not the whole big, sentences, big paragraphs. You don't need that. Okay. So learning all the time. Dream interpreter, fill in the blank. Now I've not tried this yet, and I really want to use this even for myself. So let's just try this for my own worksheets and things that I give people. So here's an example. I went to the store yesterday to buy some groceries, and it gives you some options. I went to the store, I run to the store, I am to the store, I swimming to the store, I have to the store. So obviously they are not all relevant, and we've actually asked it to create some a provided list of options as well. Okay, interesting. So we can actually do something similar, act as a fill-in-the-blank worksheets generator for, and we then choose what is it we're actually offering. So if I'm offering AI prompt engineering, let's just do that. Let's do that for, and then put that in here for prompt engineering. And then what else? Your task is to create worksheet. Let's just take all of this, copy, and put it in there, and I'll just read it in a second to make sure it all works. So, prompt engineering, create worksheets with a list of sentences, each with a blank space. Student's task is fill in the blank. These sentences should be grammatically correct, appropriate for students at an intermediate level. Your worksheet should not include any explanation. I mean, obviously this is talking about English proficiency because that's what the original question was all about. English as a second language, but I'll just leave that, it's fine. Not include any explanations or additional instructions, and I'll go. So let's see what comes up. That's not very clever. Okay. I want to prompt engineering. Okay. I want to be much more clever than that, don't I? Give me a paragraph explaining prompt engineering and leaving, no, let's just say four line spaces for the students. 1, 2, 3, 4. Life is a journey full of, and it's important to, and. Okay, perfect. So I can actually use this much more cleverly by taking whatever I was going to be saying in the first place and just asking it to leave blank spaces within the paragraph. Okay, so life's a journey full of what? Surprises, mysteries, corners, whatever we were saying to them. So we would fill in, we would have our own words already for this, and we would just ask ChatGPT to remove some of the key words. So just making sure the student is paying attention. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there's a few others in here for you to have a look at as well. Social media influencer, for example, this could be really useful as well. This one I'm not so sure about. Smart domain generator. I actually used this just yesterday, and I just googled for AI domain name generators, and there are quite a few. So I opened 4 or 5 at the same time on different tabs, and what they will do, and the reason I would use them rather than ChatGPT, is they can actually go live and compare what domains are available for you to buy. Whereas ChatGPT, the free version, is only going to stop at September 2021, so it's not going to be able to know if these domain names that it's suggesting are up to date or not. Okay, so I probably wouldn't use ChatGPT for that one, unless you've got the paid version, which is up to date. Okay, public speaking coach, etc. as well. That could be really good. Let's just have a quick look at this one. Copy, put that in here, see what comes back. Okay, cool. So here's what it's suggesting. Let's go to the top. Clarify the key message, structure your speech, engaging storytelling, audience analysis, guide them to tailor their speech to resonate with attendees. Vocal techniques, very important for your pitch, your pace, your volume, etc. to add emphasis, convey enthusiasm, maintain audience engagement. So really important, body language and stage presence. Again, if you watch an amazing public speaker, they can own the stage and they know exactly what they're doing. They have hands going high or down to the audience, whatever. So they've got their gestures, posture, eye contact, etc. Strong connection with the audience. Each person in the audience thinks that they're actually speaking directly to them at different times. Visual aids maybe. Rehearsal and feedback. Every public speaker or every singer has rehearsed many times before they actually go on stage. Okay, Q&A preparation and confidence building as a keynote speaker. Perfect. Good. So that was easy, wasn't it? Okay, so let's close this. So that was just giving you some examples of acting as a different persona. Okay, so as you've noticed here, you can rephrase the question as well if it doesn't seem to be giving you what you're trying to achieve. Okay, how are we doing for time? Okay, let me just scoot through some of this. So to be more effective, this is what we're going to look at today, is be specific on what we're trying to achieve. And I've made some notes here. In my experience, ChatGPT is terrible at word counting. So you'll need to mediate this when you ask for a 500-word article. In my experience, it's rubbish at counting. So you might want to be more clever and maybe ask for, I don't know, 5 key points for the benefits of adopting rescue dogs or something to that effect, okay? So, yeah, and then provide the context as well. So this is probably not a great example here, but the context might be I'm creating an article about dogs specifically for people that are looking to import the dog from Mexico to Canada. And the reason for that is they don't have the vet capability to look after the dog in Mexico, etc. Whatever, okay? I'm making this up. Use the right tone and style. So as we've indicated already, you can have it as asking it to create a formal response or a humorous response, a conversational response, whatever. So you can actually just type that into your prompt. So there's the prompt, right? An informal, humorous post, okay? You can manage the response length, as I said, not by the word count. What did I say here? It's not very good at giving you a number of words or characters, but you can say, for example, 3 search engine optimized clever bullet points, okay? So you can tell exactly how many bullet points you want and make sure that they're SEO clever so you can get high up in the Google search rankings as well, okay? And as I mentioned before, you might want to break down your tasks. So for example, we did this just last week. We asked for 1 month of content and 1 hour. And what we realized is 1 month of content based on ChatGPT's limitations of 4,000 characters was asking too much. So what I did instead was I asked for 4 themes for the month. So we broke it down into 4 weeks. So we had a theme per week, and then we can ask for the content for a week based on this particular theme. Okay, so basically just breaking down the process into smaller steps. Okay, so and I've made another note here as well. The syntax can often create different results. So even just my analogy here is giving the instructions to making a cup of tea, and even if you have all the correct ingredients, the tea bag, the water, the milk, the sugar, and put them all into the cup, and then remember you should have boiled the water, then you'll have messed up the cup of tea altogether if you didn't boil the water first. So actually having it in the right order makes a big difference. Okay. And then of course, as you probably already realized, you need to experiment and then try again. Okay. So that's some tips. And then finally for today, we're on to the test itself. Let me just zoom out and make sure I've covered everything first. Yeah, there's the access to the mind map, and there's the WhatsApp chat that we've got here, and our online group as well. So let's go to the tests now. So test number 1. So this is down to you now to play with some of these prompts that I've given you already. Go into ChatGPT and actually try and use it for your business, how you might want to use it, okay? So this is really keeping it very simple, a specialized topic, whatever your basic subject is, and then get it to type an informed response, okay? And again, this one is create 3 prompts, each with a different tone or style, so you get to test. So you can actually just say, for example, I might just say this, rewrite in poem, which I said in rhyme, okay. And there we go, it's just rewritten everything again from above, but it's done it in rhyme. Confidence building, a foundation will fortify, celebrating progress, reaching for the sky. For you, the executive, a star on the stage, with knowledge and presence, leaving hearts engaged. So step forward with courage, embrace the unknown. In the realm of public speaking, your prowess will be shown. As a coach, I'll stand by you, supporting your quest to deliver a keynote speech, your brilliance manifest. Amazing! And how long did that take? Seconds. So it's just a matter of being thoughtful about what else can we ask it to do, and it will do that for us. Interesting. We can see what it comes back with. Okay. So again, here is instead of saying how many characters or how many words, you can ask for one sentence or one paragraph, or in fact a detailed list. So again, let's just do give me detailed, or in fact I'd probably say 10 bullet points from this. See what comes out. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that'll be 10. Clarify the key message, core themes, structure the speech, incorporate. So there you go, 10 bullet points, simple as that. And again, I've just used this, but actually being creative about it. Okay, and I'm quite happy that it's responded exactly as I wanted it to. Okay, so there's 5 different tests there for you to challenge yourself, and this is day 1, week 1 of your beginner level prompts, and we're going to go deeper and deeper into this with more and more challenges as time goes on. Okay, and that's all for today. So let me just go back to Go Branch, scroll down, and stop recording. And thank you for being here. I hope it works for you. Share, stop.